Hello everybody, this is episode 40 of my Factorio world. Last episode I dealt with some bugs around my base, and honestly didn't do too much, just fixed up some stuff around my base. But this episode, I really want to get military science automated. Because currently, I can research a lot of stuff. I'm almost on the other planets. Like, that's big. But I don't have any military research. And I want to have military research. So, that's what I'm going to set up. Military needs a lot of random stuff, honestly. I think... So, I definitely need coal and iron. Or, coal and stone, not iron. Can I move this over one? There we go. Then what I'm actually going to do is also have this go underground. So then I can just grab this and this. Boom. These two are now split out. So yeah, I could probably also grab iron without having to go all the way over here. I could probably also grab steel, and then iron can probably be taken from where I have my other sciences set up. Or, wait, no, this does need steel, actually. I think it only needs steel right here, though. I don't think this needs any steel. Yeah, this doesn't need any steel. Only this does. There's a couple quality copper at the end there. Okay. Now I just need to figure out a way to get steel off of here. Suppose I could do like that, then like that. I can't make that any bigger though. Yeah, I can't change that. That's too much. So go right there, and I can bring it down, but that doesn't do what I want it to do. So I just do this. Have it split out right here. Then it comes down. Yeah, boom. And now we have it pretty close to there. How would I do this? So, just gonna do that. There we go. All three of these once I get more fast underground belts. Yeah, I have enough stuff to make those. Okay, and then iron is right here. And copper I can probably siphon off like this. There we go. Siphoning off some copper. And this isn't all of my copper, but yeah. Or currently is all of my copper, but I have more copper that'll be coming down eventually. And iron is low as well. That is entirely though I'm just using up a lot of iron. And yeah, copper, I'm also just using up a lot of copper. And then stone is gonna be kind of weird, because I think it's gonna come in like bursts. Or will I not even get any stone until my landfill is entirely full? Ooh, that's an issue. I'm not gonna be getting any stone because my landfill is still trying to fill up. So honestly, I don't really need any of these. All those can just be set for deconstruction. They're not super important. Alright, all those are good. So those are going to get deconstructed. It'll bring down more stone. Coal is already basically a full belt constantly, so that's fine. That is a lot of bots. All the bots come down to do that. That's honestly incredibly cool how they all just do that. There we go. Now I have a full grid. And yeah, over here, it's researching, and honestly at a pretty good pace as well. Like, I have a little bit of a backlog on blue science, which is good. At least it's making them, even if it's not making them quick. Okay, so now what do I need for military science? I need piercing rounds magazine. That needs just a lot of iron, some steel, and copper. Okay, so this is going to come down here to be with these. Just gotta bring it like all the way over here. And this should also get split off like right here. Okay, so now the iron. I don't think anything else uses iron, right? Grenades? Okay, no, grenades also use iron. So this is gonna need to be separate than this. Okay. Coal's just gonna actually have to stay there, because can't really deal with that. There we go. At least now I'm getting all the resources down here that I need. Okay. You make the thing. You can right here to make these. Then you output into another thing right here, which then uses you and you connected to these to make these, and then these go out right there. Boom. This makes all the things it needs. This takes them all. And then it makes these. Okay, that's one part down. Now we need grenades. Grenades are coal and iron plates. Pretty simple. So I think for that, what I'm going to do is actually set these to be undergrounds. Then it's just going to siphon off some of this. Yeah, siphon off some of this and then run it this way. Then what it's gonna do is actually run like down there. Then I can do this and that to then pop into a grenade assembler. Pretty simple as well. And then actually this coal is also pretty useful, because then I bring it around up here, and then it can be used for furnace fuel. Then, because how do you make stone bricks? Stone bricks are 2 stone per thing, and then walls need 5 stone bricks. So we can do, gotta release these few robots. Can do like one right here, because I'm gonna have this, then it's gonna be, I should probably also do you go underneath here, around here, same with this. Yeah. Okay, and now we're gonna have 2 furnaces, fast inserters. Right there. No, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Oh, I'm out of long inserters? The heck? You see, I don't have those automated. Alright. Gonna make a whole bunch of those. Looks like those are incredibly useful. I never really want to run out. Then I can actually put you like right there. boom. This little thing right here should now make walls. It's 7.5 per second. These both make 1 per second. That's probably fine. And then this outputs the walls into a belt. Okay. There you go. Then we can just like copy you like right there. And then right there. Don't go up, go down. Okay, and then what I can do is combine that with that. So now whenever it makes a grenade, which it's not because it's not getting any iron because I forgot to do that. Okay, there we go. Now whenever it makes a grenade, grenades will go on the other side of the belt. And stone walls will go here. Boom. Then I can do just like... Actually, I don't really want to do in that direction. Just go down a little bit with it. Boom. Need to actually make sure it gets connected with the rest of the power grid. Oh yeah, my drones don't have fast inserters or long-handed inserters in their storage, so because I use those for basically everything here, I now need to manually place them all down. Okay, that should now do everything it needs to. These should all be good for making military science packs. I don't need really fast military science, because, like, it's not a high priority for me. I'll make the stuff it gives me, but purely because I'm out of stuff to research with my current sciences sort of thing. And now I gotta bring it around. Out of those conveyors, I gotta bring it even more around. Go up. Just here. Just go down and like, boom. There's just a single inserter. That should give it enough military science to be able to make all the military science things. Yeah, there's already military science is being made. Look at that. It is going to be super slow, but it's being made. That's all that I care about. Because I don't need fast military science. It's not a high priority for me. It's something that'll do when I'm out of other things to research, and that's about it. Because I just generally don't find it that useful. Like, yeah, this is a pretty nice organization there. Only issue is, though, my science kind of fluctuates, but eh. If I can maybe ensure that everything always has the things, but eh. And I guess if, because how much do inserters auto-insert? 2. Okay. Except I have, from the things in the middle, there's 4 inserters facing out of it. So I guess that all kind of makes sense, though, with how they get stuff. Eh. I think it'll work. It may not be the best, but if I need more science per minute, I can just extend this out to make it longer. Because it's very easy to make this longer. Do I have any labs? No, but I can probably just make a bunch. Yeah, there we go. Make a couple more rows of labs. 3 more. That should be pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna make more rows of labs. That is not what I wanted to grab. Boom. 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 3 more rows of labs. And I messed that up. Whoops. Okay, I also messed that up. And apparently I'm missing 2 labs. Why am I missing 2 labs? Okay, never mind. I'm not missing 2 labs. My drones are just dumb. Okay, they got most everything else. I don't think I really need to worry at this point. Yeah. There we go. Now they are getting all the labs fueled up with all the different sciences. It's gonna take a good little while before this is back up to full speed, but now they have more labs, it can get more science per minute. This is taking a surprisingly long time to get up to full speed. But, like, nothing's ever getting taken out. It's just slowly filling up and then getting used for science. Currently I only have, like, 9 active at once because it's so jumbled. And military science is not going to be useful for a while until I have, like, a proper backlog of it. But, yeah. There we go. Now things are starting to get... Now everything's starting to get military science. At least everything already has space science now. So space science, I don't need to worry about labs missing out on space science, because nothing's taking space science. Military science is just going to straight up take a long time to fill up, because I don't have that high production of it, but it's also not super important, so, yeah. Red and green science should start filling up pretty soon. I think, okay, almost everything already has green science, and almost everything already has red science, which is pretty good. I guess just gotta keep waiting for it to fill up. Okay, we're now at 22 science per minute, typically, which is good. Means that more labs are active most of the time. And then as soon as I get this space platform thruster thing, I'm going to basically ignore this planet for a long time and work entirely on building our spaceship. Because spaceships are cool. Yeah, I have a new idea. Change all the inputs to speedy. Okay, and now things on the edge are also going to be speedy. But just the edge. Alright, space platforms have been researched, but, like, I still got more of this I can do. And then I can make, yeah, I can make a lot more of these. Because, I'm just gonna click this until something turns orange like that. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I'm just gonna make all the inserters fast. I don't like having to wait for the inserters on filling up my labs. So I've decided I'm not going to anymore. These inserters are just gonna be fast. I'm just barely out of fast inserters. That is crazy. Okay, there we go. Now, all of the inserters for my labs are fast inserters. They just do stuff quicker, which is good, because it means they're going to all fill up quicker. Although, it doesn't start research until every lab is full of stuff. But, I'm about to discover a planet in an hour. Okay, maybe I shouldn't just ignore Navius entirely, but eh. Well, yeah, stuff is researched for space. Um, these things, a thruster. So actually, I should probably start automating those before I go into space, or before I start working on my space platform. Yeah, I'm gonna set that up quickly. At least a quick bot mall to make these new things. Yeah, this already is pretty much a bot mall. Because what do thrusters need? Steel plate processing unit and electric engine units. So that, you need this, and then you need just steel. Can I isolate steel off of you? Probably not. Okay, can I just like... Don't have fast underground belt. What do you mean you don't have fast underground belt? Am I already out of fast underground belts again? Wow. Okay, fine. I'll wait for them to get made. Or, I don't even need to wait for them to get made. I can just do that. There we go. Boom. Makes thrusters now. It's not quick, but again, nothing needs to be quick for my space bases. Yeah. Yeah, it's making the thing. So yeah, they're already being made. That's pretty good. Okay, another thing I need is I think I need these two thruster things, and they need chemical plants. Chemical plants, and then I also need this ice melting, which needs chemical plants. All of them need chemical plants. I can also make speed 2 modules. Ooh. That's kind of interesting. I might do that. Anyway, chemical plants. They are really annoying to automate, but I think I have all those things just in logistics storage, so I think this is one of those things I can just do a bot mall for. Just like throw down. This is because like yeah, this is a big open space up here. I can just do this at the beginning of my bot mall. Or I don't even need to have multiple chests. I can just have one input and one output. Then we need some of these requester chests. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of them because I'm gonna need a lot. No, stop trashing them. Robots, stop trashing them. Make sure I have 50 of them. Thank you. Okay, you need steel plate, iron gear wheel, electronic circuit, and pipe. So, steel plate, iron gear wheel, electronic circuit, and pipes. Where are pipes? Pipes in here. Boom. We don't have any steel in our logistics network. That's not a good thing. That's a very, very bad thing. What do you mean we don't have steel? I can just, set up this. That's in the network, right? Yeah, that's in the network. There we go. It's getting steel. That's probably not going to have any terrible consequences eventually. I hope. I mean, what could go wrong with doing that? Anyway, Botmal, you still need everything else. And okay, they're on the way. They're just really slow. Okay, iron gear wheel and pipe. I assume we have iron gear wheels automated because of how many I've been just getting from my robots, but they honestly might not be automated and might just be kind of random things. Anyway, this now means that these are also automated. I have the first things discovered or researched, so now I can just let it grind away at getting Vulcanus while I work on the SS Mega. It's gonna be my, like, space platform in space. Yeah. My thing that travels around and does stuff. Okay. So now we just want, like... We just really want thrusters on the back of it. Then it looks like they can kind of share tubing like that, maybe? I have no clue how many of these I'm gonna need, so I'm just gonna build a whole lot of them and just hope it works. That has to be enough, right? See, it looks like they can, like, this row will be sharing water, this row will be sharing, the lava, or whatever it is. Yeah. Okay. So we have thrusters, now we need the things to make thruster fuel. So now I think we're gonna have 2 on each end. You make this thruster fuel, which is carbon and water, and then you make thruster oxidizer. Yeah. And then grab that to pipe that into there. And this one's going to be a larger system of pipes. Like this. Like this. Or, wait, no, not right there. Like that. Then, oh wait, it doesn't have a way to fuel this last thing. So we need to move it over by a block. Okay. Give me this. I'll have it moved over by 3, just so I can get the thing for both of them in there. The heck. Okay. Now, boom. That one works. And I could probably work out how to share between those two, but I'm not going to deal with that. What the heck? No, I don't know. Give me just this. Okay. Now you are going to have very similar... So yeah, that side's going to be very similar to this side. I think it's honestly just going to be a mirror. Can I flip things that I've copied? Okay, I don't think I can. Which is going to be pretty annoying. But whatever. I love how like there's this like really just awesome music in the background. It's just like I'm just building random stuff just floating in space. Eventually it'll be moving and then it'll be really cool. Okay, you need carbon and you need iron ore. So you're gonna need iron ore and you're gonna need carbon. And that is where I think inserters like this perhaps. And then each of the inserters oh, it's actually building now. So a rocket already came out and did this then. Okay, that's cool. No, we actually more want it to be like right there. See, I like that so far. That looks pretty good. Then of course, gotta actually hook them up. Can't just leave them floating like that. Okay, now you need iron ore. You're gonna have a filter of iron ore. Then you need iron ore. And you're gonna have a filter of carbon. Carbon. And you need carbon. Then I'm gonna have to use underground pipes here, because they also both need water, and then water comes from a different thing, using chemical plants. So I think we could do right there. This one's going to be the underground pipes. Yeah. So now you make water out of ice. Okay. Then we're gonna have another one of these. But instead of having carbon, you're gonna take ice. Okay, boom. Now I can just copy over this big chunk. And I actually can't. Copy over literally this. And even then, that's not perfect. Alright. And then, yeah, right there is going to be the underground for this side. Alright. These will take ice, melt it into the stuff for these. And now that I have this back area of the ship pretty well set. And then, oh. This isn't... There we go. Now it's automatically taking requests. Okay, my iron farm's actually gonna start working now, which is good. Because I never set this to get rid of anything but iron ore. So I'm just gonna need to, like, put a little thing off the side where... Or can I have it just... How can I make it so it doesn't do that? There we go. U filter for... Or wait, no. We wouldn't even need to be on U. Oh, these are all set up to only pick up metallic asteroid chunks. Okay. And this one is... Everything's available. It just needs them to actually get onto the ship. Okay, that's pretty... That's getting pretty easy then. Okay. So, the back of the ship, I think, is basically solid now. I have a good design for the back of the ship. Boom. Back of the ship is now fully set. What was that? Oh, you can't put anything behind these. Huh. That's kind of cool. Alright, yeah, this is gonna request a lot of space platform, and I don't have enough. So where do I build space platform? So I remember setting up some really simple automation for it a long time ago. Right here. And you're not getting any steel because I removed the thing that gives you steel. Yep, I remember doing that. I don't know why I did that, but I remember doing that. Probably because I thought I had enough space platform. I really don't. Wow, it's already launched stuff off. Because Iron Farm now works. That's pretty cool. Iron Farm now works, and it's immediately going to be dropping down iron. Okay. I can probably upgrade Iron Farm. It's not much, but it's enough to be a useful upgrade. Anyway, this one. This is the important bit. So, we have all these in the back, and I think while you're moving, asteroids can only spawn on the front. So, now we need asteroid collectors. So we're gonna have one just like right here, or yeah, fourth build. Gonna basically do like a kind of stacking inwards design. Okay, and I think that's... No, that is off by a little bit. Wait, is there no... Because that... Oh, it's an odd space. Okay. Well then, we could just do like that. Like that. There we go. Why does that look different than this? There we go. Right there, and then... Right there? Or no, right there. Yes. Wait. Because those don't have any space. Those don't have any space. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. And now what all of these are going to do is... Could I just ship their stuff directly to the core? I guess I could. And then use all the extra space I have to then set up processing. Oh, that's weird. Why is it slightly off? I did basically the same thing on both sides, yet it's one block off? Now the core is symmetrical. It's not how far away those are. Are you one block too close? Oh, you're one block too close. Which means you are one block too close. Wait, no, you have a thing right there. Just don't have it because of these. Okay, yeah. Yep. And now this can actually be right there, where it's supposed to be. And then wait. Okay, now this thing up here is off by 1. And then with that thing now no longer being off by 1, these are now equal. You and you are now both equal, in at least what they can see. So now this one and this one are also equal, and these outer ones are... Oh! You're 1 block too far out. That explains why it seems so weird. Okay. And then... Wait, these two are equal, though. They have equal spacing, but it doesn't matter about equal spacing. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it at this point. It's asymmetrical, but I don't really care. It'll work. That's all I need it to do. Okay, so now all of those pump out that. Now what we're going to have is asteroid crushers. I think we only need 3. 2. Can't exactly fit 3. What about like 1, 2, and then 3, just up there kind of randomly. Okay, so then you have the input and the output. Okay, and now input, you're gonna filter for metallic asteroids, and you are going to do metallic asteroid crushing, and then you are going to do carbonic asteroid crushing, and you are going to filter for carbonic asteroids, and you are going to do frozen asteroids, and you are going to filter for frozen asteroids. There we go. Oh, and it actually got as fast transport belts as well now. That's pretty cool. Okay, and I think there's something about I think there's something where asteroids farther away need to be like shot to break. So I don't really know what that is. But because I don't want this to get wrecked by some random asteroid, I'm gonna set up a bunch of random gun turrets here. Just to like deal with the things. And then maybe I can also have inserter to this to just you make them ammo. There we go. Pretty simple little thing. Now I need to actually get out the ammo. You filter out gun ammo. Then you go up to here. Then you split out right here. No, this way. And go this way. With an underground. Then up to there. Because now that one will work. That one will work. And then that one will work. Boom. And then we actually need to hook you up to a splitter. Yep. There we go. It's hooked up. All that's hooked up. That's good. These will collect asteroids. They'll get turned into ammo. Or get turned into fuel and stuff. Yeah. This should all work pretty well. Then once the ammo, or once the asteroids are turned into various stuff, I don't know, this is my first time doing this. I'm just going entirely from what I've seen, like, trailers and demos. I believe this is just going to get destroyed, basically, immediately. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the entire thing and save as a blueprint. Because that, I feel, is the best way to ensure this won't just get immediately destroyed. Or if it... That's my best, like, safety option if this immediately gets destroyed. Okay, now for these, I think this one's actually going to take priority. And this one's going to be the one forced underground. Because then we can do that. Oh, you don't even need to take priority. You can just do that. You can just do that. Cool. Alright, and then you get set up with that. So now there's a bunch of gun turrets. These two up here haven't yet been covered. Oh, more stuff is coming down. You filter for ammo as well. You come up around like that. You do that, and then you do that. And you're also going to split, like right here, for... How could I get ammo up to this guy? I suppose I could do... Wait, no, that wouldn't fit either. Well, now I could do... Yeah, okay. A little bit of a rework here. This one actually goes like this to this. And this one is now the one that comes around here and does this. Okay, all the gun turrets are now set up to get their ammo. Everything should be set up now. So now we grab the space platform and just fill in this rest of the area so it can actually build and do what it's supposed to do. Okay. I mean, it's a little bit lopsided, but it works. It'll work. Okay, and I think I have plenty of uncommon solar panels. I'm just so glad I don't need fit power poles up here. Yeah, anywhere I can fit a solar panel, I'm gonna put one because this thing's probably gonna drain a lot of power. Alright. Now it just needs a lot more space platform foundation. But, like, I can probably do that. It also is low on these. And it's low on those because it's low on red circuits. It's low on red circuits because it's low on plastic. How do I even make plastic? I honestly don't remember. Typically it's copper that I'm low on. Am I low on it because I only have one thing creating it? Yeah, I am. Well, okay, what do you need? You just need petroleum and gas. Or, petroleum, gas, and coal. Okay, I can probably do that. It better not get trashed. Okay, it did get trashed, but I can just grab that and place it there. So, petroleum shouldn't be the worst to get into it. You just need to do this, and then have pipe come around, boom. You make plastic. So yeah, petroleum's not too bad. Coal might be a little bit difficult. Suppose I can rework the water so it actually gets into there. Yeah, now that works. That'll just work. Then you do that. Then you just gotta get hooked up to power. Boom. Extra plastic. And then with this slightly increased plastic flow, it should be good. And then also now that down here is no longer needing a bunch of plastic because it filled up. And all of this red circuit chain is also starting to fill up, which is honestly incredible. My science doesn't look the best. It's just blue science that I'm missing apparently. Which, honestly, understandable with how I have it set up to produce stuff. Man, maybe I should invest in some of these speed module 2s. At least, like, personally build a few of them. Don't I have a chest somewhere with a bunch of backup? I can just grab some. Oh yeah, you guys need sulfuric acid to be made. The heck? No. Was it Shift Z? Yeah, there you go. Or is it just... Okay, no, it's just hold down Z. Boom. Okay, now give me some of those. Give me them. Give me them. Give me them. Give me them. No, stop taking my speed module 2s. No. I need those. Robots, bring them back. Give me speed module 2s. No. They just decided to take my speed module 2s. Why would you do such a thing, robot? Give me that back. No. Alright, all I'm gonna do with it is just make these engines produce slightly faster. It's not much of a change, but it is an important change. I think. Again, I'm going entirely off vibes of this episode. I'm working with stuff that I don't know. I think I'm gonna end it here pretty soon, but I do have big news. Next episode, I think I can go to Vulcanus. I think I can go to Vulcanus next episode. Like, I was joking earlier that it would take me until episode 60 to get to Vulcanus, but like, I mean, that only has half an hour left, and that's at my low science per minute. Once I fix up this engine unit production, or maybe literally just set up a whole thing to produce a bunch of engine units, then plug them into here, I'm gonna get a lot more SPM. I think next episode I can at least unlock Vulcanus. SS Mega is almost ready to go. I need a lot more Space Platform Foundation, honestly, and I'm gonna need to launch so many rockets. You know, it might take me a while just to launch that many rockets, but whatever. Like, Ion Farm's doing its job. It's pretty good. It's just chilling here. What's this power network? Okay, so it does kind of get close to not working. And yeah, first base is still chugging away, producing science packs, and then chucking them immediately back down to the surface. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna end this episode here. Thank y'all for watching. This episode I got SS Mega planned, at least. And next episode, I can try it out for a test drive, I think. See y'all later.